Hello everyone. In part 1, we had completed the topic indices. Now, in this video, we will learn logs and antilogs. The very first topic is conversion of logs. Logs to exponential form and exponent to logarithm. So this is an exponential form. I can see a is the base, x is the power, and this is the value. So when I convert to log, I write power is equal to log n the value with the base a. Vice versa, if I see log, then what do I write is the base stands same to the power x is equal to value n. Now how it works in the question? Convert the following to logarithmic form. So I can see that it is all given in exponential. Let's do part 1. 5 to the power 2 is equal to 25. So when I convert this, I'll write the power 2 is equal to log 25 with the base 5. Part 2. Power 5 is equal to log 64 the base a. 3. Power 0 is equal to log 1 base 9. 4. Power is minus 2 log 1 upon 9 base 3. Part 5. Minus 2 log 0.01 base 10. Now one thing which I want to tell you is base 10 is default. If there is no base written, then it is always base 10. Power part 6. Now the power is 3 upon 4 log 27 base 81. I hope conversion to log is clear by all these parts. Let's switch to the next where I have to convert now to exponential form. I can see the log form here. So what happens? We do it log 32 base 2 is equal to 5. How do we do it? The base stands same is equal to 5, 32. If I see, I can see that's true also. 2 to the power 5 is 32. Part 2. What is here? Base is 3. Power minus 1 is equal to 1 upon 3. Third part. What is the base here? 8. To the power 2 by 3 is equal to 4. Fourth part. The base is 10 here. The power is minus 3 and the value is 0.001. For the fifth, I can see the base is 2 minus 2. Value is 0.25. You may cross check it by finding the value also. Now here the base is a, power is minus 1 and the value is 1 upon a. So conversion to log and log to exponents. Vice versa, both are clear with these two questions. Next, it is based on the same conversions, but here we have to find the value. So when it is about finding value, what do? We take the first part. Let us assume x is equal to log 16 with the base 2. Now convert this to exponents. If I have to convert this to exponents, what do? Is equal to 16. Now if I say 2 to the power x is equal to 16, then can I write 16 as 2 to the power 4? 2 to the power x is equal to 2 to the power 4. So what is the value of x here? Answer. Let's switch to the next part. Here again I am assuming x is equal to log 4, log 8 with the base 4. Now 4 to the power x is equal to 8. Both are having different base, but we can convert it to same. So it can be 2 to the power 2x and this can be 2 to the power 3. So 2x is equal to 3 and that implies x is equal to 3 by 2. Right? This is my answer. Next, the third part. Here I can see, again assuming x is equal to log 10, 0.01. So 10 to the power x is equal to 0.01. Here, can I write this as 2 to the power minus 2? As it is 1 upon 100, which is 1 upon 10 to the power 2. So, this can directly be written as 10 to the power minus 2. With that gives me x is equal to minus 2 as an answer. I hope the things are a little clear. Now the fourth part. When I say x is equal to log 1 upon 7 with the base 7, so 7 to the power x is equal to 1 upon 7, and 1 upon 7 can be written as, so that implies x ka value is equal to minus 1. Moving on to the fifth part. What does fifth part says? X is equal to log 256 with the base 0.5. So 0.5 to the power x is equal to 256. Now 256 is somewhere, if I do the prime factorization, it will give you what? 2 to the power 8. But it is 0.5. What will I do now? Can I write 0.5 as 1 upon 2? So this is 2 to the power minus x, 2 to the power 8. So x is equal to minus 8 as my answer. I hope the question is clear. Now, we are left with sixth part. You try the sixth part. If you don't get it, please comment. I'll share the answer with you. Now, the next type of question. Here, we have to solve for x. Again, it is given in the log form. When it is given in the log form, we have to convert to exponents to solve it. So, let's solve the very first part here. I can see log x with the base 3 is equal to 2. So, when I talk about exponential form, that means 3 to the power 2 will be equal to x. So, my value of x comes direct and the value of x is 9. Let's do the third part now. So, here again when I convert to exponent, so x to the power minus 1. X to the power minus 1 will be equal to 1 upon 4. So, x to the power minus 1 will be equal to 1 upon 2 to the power 2, which is 2 to the power minus 2. So, what will it come to? I'll conclude with the answer. I think that won't suffice with the purpose. If I say this as 1 upon x is equal to 1 upon 4. So, I'll directly get my value. Answer. The next, I think we should go for now the fifth part. So, here 4 to the power minus 1.5 is equal to x. So, 4 to the power minus 1.5, what will it give me? 4 to the power minus 3 by 2. We know 1.5 is 3 by 2. So, when I say 1.5 3 by 2 is equal to x, this can be simplified with the same laws we had studied. So, 2 will be reduced and now 2 to the power minus 3 is equal to x. So, x is equal to 1 upon 8. My answer. Now the next. Let's pick up the part of the root. The root always seems difficult. So, sixth part. Root 3 to the power 2 is equal to x plus 1. Oh my god, it turns out easy now. This is left with simple answer 2. Okay, pick up the seventh part now. Here I can see 4 to the power 3 by 2 is equal to 2x plus 3. So this can be 2 to the power 2, 3 by 2. We have done multiple times 2x plus 3. 2 will be reduced and I am left only with 8 is equal to 2x plus 3. So 5 is equal to 2x and x is equal to 5 by 2. My answer. Now I can see the 8th part also seems a little tricky. So we'll do the 8th part, which says 2 to the power 3 is equal to x square minus 1. So 8 is equal to x square minus 1. 9 is equal to x square. X is equal to plus minus 3. Now the 9th part, the last part. Here, what is the base? I cannot see any number here. So what did we discuss? When there is no number, the base is always 10. So 10 to the power minus 1 is equal to x. So x is equal to 1 upon 10 will be my final answer. I hope the question seems easy now. Let's move ahead with the next type of question. Okay, so now before starting with the next type of question, we need to understand some basic laws of logarithms. Rule 1, what does it say? Here I can see there are two numbers which are in multiplication. So log says when there is a number which is in multiplication, you can split the number and write it as a sum. I hope it is clear. When there is multiplication, I can write it as sum. When there is division, I can write it as difference. And here, if a number is written with the power, let's suppose there is a question log 2 with the power 3. So I can write 3 log 2. Okay? Log 1 is always 0. Number with the same base is always 1. And if there is a power, obviously this converts 1. So if there is a power, using power law, it will give you k as a value, right? And if in case there is an exponential number in terms of log, then it will give you k as an answer. So these are the basic rules. Obviously, you will take time to learn it, to adapt it. When you do in the questions, it will be more easy for you to understand. Let's start with some question based on these laws. Now, the question is, simplify the following. Here I can see the question. This question can be done by two ways. One, we say method 1 where I see a minus ka sign. So when there is a minus ka sign, what do? We convert to division. So a cube upon a square. And after solving, my answer turns out to be log a. Method 2. Here I realize that I can also do it by 3 log a minus 2 log a. The power is shifting ahead as per the law. So 3 log a minus 2 log a. What does that give me? Log a. So both methods are giving me the same answer. So it is my choice what I want to do and how I want to do. Now, the next part. Here I can see a division ka sign. When it is a division ka sign, does that give you any kind of law to be applied? Not directly. So what I can do is I can shift the powers. So I can write it as 3 log a divided by 2 log a. Here log a can be reduced and my answer turns out to be 3 by 2. I hope basic question for applying the laws is clear. The next part. Log 4 upon log 2. Now log 4, log 2. Nothing can be reduced directly. So what I'll do is I'll write log 4 as 2 to the power 2 and upon log 2. Now this power can come ahead. So log 2 upon log 2. Log 2 is reduced and my answer is 2. Here again the same pattern. log 27. So log 27 can be written as 3 to the power 3. And log root 3 means log 3 to the power 1 upon 2. Now both the powers come ahead applying the law. So it will give me 1 upon 2 log 3. Log 3 will be reduced, and when I solve it, this 2 comes to the numerator. 3 into 2 upon 1. Answer is 6. Basic question. Now evaluate. Evaluate log 10 divided by. Now division. How can I write it? The division can be written in subtraction, right? So log 10 minus log 10 to the power 1 upon 3. Now, is there any alternate way also? Yes, there is. So log 10 minus 1 upon 3 log 10. Can you say that this is 1? Because no number is written here. So it is 10 by 10. So what was the law? What does the law say? When it is log a upon log with the same base, it will turn to 1. So similarly, here also 1 upon 3. This is also 10. Right? So both of them, this and this, converts to 1, and now my answer is 3 minus 1 upon 3. 2 upon 3 is the answer. Next, here 2 plus 1 by 2. Now, can I write the power ahead? Yes, I can write. That turns to log 10. So, 2 minus 3 by 2. Where is this log 10? Again applying the same law. 10 and 10. So, it turns to 1. And now, 4 minus 3 upon 2, which is 1 upon 2. My final answer. So now we are starting with this long question where the strategy is very simple. Convert them to their prime factorization, a simpler form. So let's start doing this. We'll start with log 2. It is already in simple form. 16 stands same, no change. Here 16 can be written as 2 to the power 4. 15 is 5 into 3. Very simple prime factorization. We have already studied all this. Now, 24 is 2 to the power 3 into 3 plus 7. So, this is log 3 to the power 4. 80 is 2 to the power 4 into 5. Now, all these have been converted to the prime numbers. Now, log 2, no change. Here, what I'll do is, I'll take this power here. The way I can take it ahead, I can reverse the rule and take it back. So this turns out to be power 16. 12 we will take back. So again log 5 to the power 2, 2 to the power 3 into 3 power 12 plus 7 is to be taken as a power. Now, simplifying the powers, log 2, log, now 2 to the power 4, power to the power, it gets multiplied, so I will get 64. Here, 3 to the power 16, 5 to the power 16. Again, log 5 to the power 24, 2 to the power 36, 3 to the power 12. Now, log 3 to the power 28, 2 to the power 28 and 5 to the power 7. Now, log something plus log something plus log something reminds us to a law that I can write all of them in multiplication. So what I'll do is, I'll write 2 multiplied by 2 to the power 64, 3 to the power 16, 5 to the power 16 into 5 to the power 24, 2 to the power 36, 3 to the power 12 into 3 to the power 28, 2 to the power 28 into 5 to the power 7. They all have come in multiplication now. Start combining them. So what do I get? Let's start with 2. 2 to the power 1, 2 to the power 64, right? They both are in multiplication, the power will be added and this will be subtracted. So what do I get? 1 plus 64, 65, minus 36, minus 28. So quickly calculate and let me know what do I get. I get power 1, right? Now 5, 24, minus 16, minus 7. What do I get? I get 5 to the power 1. 33. Now in case of 3, I can see 28 minus 16 minus 12 gives me 3 to the power 0. So what is left? Log 2 into 5, which is equal to log 10, and log 10 means log 10 10. What does it remind you? 1. My answer is 1. So this huge question turns out to be 1, right? I hope it is clear. We can have any pattern of such question. The simple strategy is convert the numbers to prime factorization and solve it out. You will get a simplified answer. Now let's see the next question. Here the question says express each of the following as a single log. Okay. Again, my first step will be writing 2 log 3. This is into the simpler form, nothing will happen. 1 upon 2. Log 16 can be written as 2 to the power 4. 12 can be written as log 2 to the power 2 into 3. Is this prime factorization? Now, same. I am leaving log as it is, taking this as power. Log as it is, 2 to the power 4 to the power 1 by 2. Log as it is. So what am I left with? Here 3 to the power 2 minus simplifying 2 to the power 2. This will be reduced and will give you 2 plus log 2 to the power 2 into 3. Now I can see this is minus and this is plus. So this is plus, this is plus. What do I get? 3 square multiply 2 square multiply 3 upon 2 square. This will be now, I can reduce this. What is left to me? Log 3 to the power, which is 3 log 3. My final answer. I have represented as single logarithm. I hope the question is clear. Next. Here I have been given A ka value, B ka value, C ka value. I need to find out A plus B plus C. The question pattern is different. Sorry, presentation is different, pattern is same. So it comes out to be log 2 by 3 A की value plus log 3 by 5 B की value plus log 2 log root 5 by 2 C की value. Now what I'll do? I can see all of them in plus, but here I have 2 which is to be taken as a power. First, to apply the law, it is important it should be only log something. So what I'll do is, I will take 5 by 2, 1 by 2 to the power 2. I hope it is clear. This root ka sign converts to this and this is to the power 1 by 2. right? So simple, it has been reduced. Now log 2 by 3 multiply 3 by 5 multiply 5 by 2. What have I got? 3 and 3 reduce, 2 and 2 reduce, 5 and 5 reduce. What is left? Log 1. And if you remember, the value of log 1 is 0. My final answer. Let's start with this question now. Here we have been given this. I need to find the value of n. Right, so let's start solving it. I have taken LHS first. It seems longer. Let's simplify. Open the bracket first. So log 3 minus log 5 plus 2 log 6. 6 can be simplified as 2 into 3. So here these two will be solved and will give me 2 log 5 minus 3 log 3 plus 2 log 2 plus 2 log 3. I hope this step is clear. This is in multiplication, so convert it to plus. Now as I can see, this and this can also be simplified. So now I have 2 log 5 minus log 3 plus 2 log 2. Here I can see this and this having 2. So let's take 2 as common. Log 5 plus log 2 minus log 3. 2. Applying the law, converting to multiplication, minus log 3. So 2 log 10 minus log 3, and log 10 is 1. It turns out to be, compare LHS and RHS. 2 minus log n, 2 minus log 3. So what is my answer? The value of n is 3. I hope it is clear. So since I wanted this pattern, so I combined my terms accordingly. Here, solve for x. So solve for x, I can see LHS both log x plus log 5. So let's pick up the LHS. Log x plus log 5. Can I write x into 5? Here log 3 to the power square. Now I have both log something is equal to log something. What does that give me? That gives me the value are equal. So the x is 9 by 5. Right? Now here in this question, I can see log 3x minus log 3, log 2 with the base 3. So can I write one as log 3 with the base 3? After this is a negative sign. So I'll apply the law and I'll divide. Here also it will stand same. Now can I compare the values again? If I compare the values, x by 2 is equal to 3 and x is equal to 6. Seems clear? Moving ahead with the next type. I think after doing the previous parts, it is now very well clear that we are just comparing them. So comparing both the values, what does it give you? 7. So 2x is equal to 4. X is equal to 2. My final answer. Here the pattern is same. I can see log x plus 1 plus log x minus 1. There is a plus ka sign. So what I'll do is x plus 1 multiply x minus 1 is equal to log 24. So does that remind you the property? The identity we have done before, x square minus 1 is equal to log 24, implies my values will be equal. X square is equal to 25 and x will be plus minus 5. Here the question is with the base 10, but nothing is given, only 1. So what I'll do is log 10 with base 10, right? So log 10 x plus 5, I have converted both of them in log form, and here plus ka sign, same base, I'll multiply both the values. Here can also multiply both the values. So what do I get? 5 x plus 5. I have picked up and compared both of them. 10 x plus 5. So can I reduce here only? So x plus 5x plus 1 is equal to 2x plus 10. Transposing, 3x is equal to 9 and x is equal to 3 as my answer. I hope the question is clear. The question seems difficult, but it is not. We just have to remind the laws we have done earlier. Right? Let's start with this question. Here it is given that x square plus y square is equal to 23xy, and I need to prove this. So if I see x square plus y square and I add 2xy here, so basically what am I doing? I am adding 2xy both sides. What do I get? X plus y ka whole square, and here I will get 25xy. So x plus y ka whole square, 25xy, taking square root both sides. So what do I get? X plus y is equal to 5 under root of xy. Now if I see here, x plus y upon 5, I need one side, and I am leaving xy to the power 1 by 2 other side. Now taking log both sides. So what do I get? Log x plus y upon 5, also log x plus y, xy power 1 by 2. Now what can I do? I hope that question is now clear to you. What are we doing? X plus y to the power 5, this is the same I want, and here the power come ahead, log xy. Now log xy can be written as log x plus log y, and hence proved. What I wanted is now here. As of now, we have done the question based on laws of logarithms. Now we will learn how to find the log values. When we find the log values, there are two things. In general, please understand, then we'll move ahead with the questions. So when I find the log value, it is always a decimal place with here the word characteristic and here is the word mantissa. So log value is always in a form of a decimal, where left hand side is said to be characteristic and right hand side is mantissa. So to find the characteristic, the rule for finding characteristic is we first observe whether the number is greater than equal to 1 or less than 1. If the number is greater than equal to 1, then we count the number of digits on the left. We count the number of digits on the left. -1. So, how do we get the answer? Please see here. Here the number is greater than 1. So, how many digits I can see here? 2. So, 2 minus 1. So, the characteristic is 1. Here, the number of digits on the left is 3. So, 3 minus 1. The answer is 2. Here I cannot see the decimal place, but I know when there is no decimal place, it is always a decimal at the last. So how many digits are here? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 minus 1. So the characteristic here is 6. I hope it is clear. We are finding the characteristic if the number, I repeat, if the number is greater than equal to 1, then I look at the number of digits on the left minus 1 is my characteristic. Now, for the number which is less than 1. So, when it is less than 1, what do? We use a minus ka sign and count the number of zeros just after the decimal. Number of zeros just after the decimal. Plus 1. So here it is plus 1. Now how it works? Let's see. I can observe the number is less than 1. So how many zeros can I see here? 1. So for question number 2, first part, the number of 0 is 1. So 1 plus 1 is 2. The characteristic is minus 2. Here one more thing you have to understand, that minus 2 can also be written as this. Right? Either I write in this way or this way is same. Now let's do the second part. Again the number is less than 1. Count the number of zeros after the decimal. There are 3 zeros. 3 zeros plus 1. So what do I get? Minus 4 or like this. Third part. How many zeros can I see here? 3, 4, 5. So 5 zeros are there. 5 plus 1, 6. Minus 6 or 6 bar. So with this, I hope you can able to find out the characteristic for a log value. Now with the help of next question, I'll make you understand how do we find the mantissa. This is just characteristic, not the log value. Now we have to learn how to find out mantissa. So to find out the mantissa, I need to understand that mantissa can be find out with the help of log tables that will always be provided to you whenever you attempt any exam. You have to refer the log table given by the school. Right. So now for mantissa, I need to notice the 4 digits from the number. If the number is less, I will add the 4th digit. If the numbers are more, then I'll just assume the first 4 digits of the number. So here I can see 3670 are now my 4 digits. How do I do it? Now I'll open my log table to help you with this. So the log table. The log table will always be the same. You can refer the Google for it, or I will share the link with you so that you can refer the log table. Now, can I see that it starts with 10? Right? So when it starts with 10, what will I do? I'll observe the number 36 here. Can I see the number 36 here? Right? What was my number? If you remember, it was 3670. My number is 3670. So, to find out the mantissa, I'll refer the log table for the value 36. Now, here, can I see 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 on the top? So 36 at the 7th value. What is it? 5, 6, 4, 7. Right? 5, 6, 4, 7 is the value for 36 and the 7th column. Now the 4th digit is 0. So for 0 I need not to make anything. My answer will be 4, 5, 6, 4, 7. I'll use the value and my answer for 3, 1 is 5, 6, 4, 7. The mantissa is 5, 6, 4, 7. Right? Since there was a 0 ka value, so there is no change. It changes when we have a 4th digit. Now how it changes, that we'll do for the second part. Now my 4 digits are 5, 9, 8, 4. So let's go to the log table again, where I can see 5, 9 in the column first. 5, 9. I have seen 5, 9. Now the 8th column gives me 7, 7, 6, 7. 7, 7, 6, 7. I hope you all can see this 7, 7, 6, 7 in the 8th column. Now the next number was 4. So what I'll do is, I'll see the mean difference. The value is 3. So 7, 7, 6, 7 plus 3. So what will be my mantissa here? It will be 7767 plus 3. So what do I get? 7770. So my answer for question 3 2-part is 7770, and I need not to write 0, so it can be 777, either of the ways. Right? Now look at the third part. If you see the third part, there are only 2 numbers, 2 digits. So I'll add on 2 digits here. So I look at the log table. 62 in the 0 column. So 62 in the 0 column. So 62 in the 0 column. What is it? 7924. There is only 0, so it will not change anything. So 62 in the 0 column, the answer will be, what was the answer? Oh my god, I skipped. 62 in the 0 column, 7924. My answer is 7924. So the mantissa for third part will be 7924. I hope it is helping you in finding out the mantissa. Right? Now picking up the fourth part. So if you see the fourth part, can you see that it is 0.0135? 0 has no value. So what I'll do is, I'll assume the digit 1350. So because if you have observed, the log table starts with 10. So it cannot be 01. It has to be 13 in the 5th column. So I look at 13 in the 5th column. So what will be my answer? 13 in the 5th column. 13 1303, and it was another 0, so won't make a difference. So 1303 will be my answer. 1303. I hope that is helping you in finding out the mantissa. Right? So if I talk about the next parts, you will take here 0 will all be avoided. 80 0. Here 78 in the column second, add the value for mean difference 4. 83 in the second column, add the value for mean difference 5. 98 in the 7th column, mean difference 6, the value will be added. Try finding out the answer for these. I'll post the answer for your reference in the description. Now let's find out the exact how it comes to you. Right, if I see here log 6, I need to find out this value. What do I do? Log 6, is the number greater than or less than 1? The very first thing. I can see it is greater than 1. So what I'll do is, it is 6.0, right? So how many digits? 1 minus 1. So my characteristic will be 0. Now to find out the value of mantissa, I'll assume 60 in the 0 column. I'll find out 60 in the 0 column. So let's refer the log table. 60 in the 0 column. 7782. 7782. So it is 0.7782. Similarly, the characteristic, check out in the log tables. Now 76, again it has to be 00. So characteristic will be 1. There are 2 digits minus 1. And 76 at the 0 column. So what is 76 at the 0 column? 8808. Here I can see 3 digits. So my characteristic will be 2.56 at the third column. So 56 at the third column is 7505. And I have to see the mean difference. So what is the mean difference for the value 7? It is 5. So 5 will be added, 0157. So my value will be 7510, or you may skip 0. Here I can see it is less than 0. So less than 0, what had we learned? We count the number of zeros, which are 3. So minus 4. 3 plus 1. Decimal. Now 70. If you remember, I have to identify the 4 digits. So 70 at the 0 column. So 70 at the 0 column is 8451. The answer for second part, 6th question. Now, if you see here also, I can find it less than 1. So number of zeros are 1, 2, 3, 4. So plus 1, minus 5, decimal. Now read 25 in the 9th column. So 25 in the 9th column. I can see 25 in the 9th column is 4133. And I have a mean difference 1 also. So 25 का mean difference at 1 is 3. Sorry, 2. Right? So add 5, 3, 4, 1. So my answer will be 4135, or I can write 5 bar point 4135. I hope you can find out the log values now. Now to learn anti-logs, what do we do? First we have to understand few basic things. Anti-log 1 is 10 to the power 1. Anti-log 2 is 10 to the power 2, and so on. So anti-log of any number is always 10 to the power n. But here I do not have the whole number. So what I'll do is, first of all, let's write the question. Log x is 1.3649. Why am I finding anti-log here? Because log x ka value is given as this. To find out x, it will turn to anti-log 1.3649. Now, what I'll do? I'll split the number 1 plus 0.3649. So, which will be then anti-log 1 multiply anti-log 0.3649. Right? Now, please make a note. It is plus converted to minus. Right? So, anti-log 1, I have just learned, is 10 to the power 1 multiply by finding out anti-log ka value. So, I'll read the anti-log table. Anti-log table is followed by log table it is different than log table, but we read in the same way. So what I'll do is I'll read 0.36 in the fourth column and mean difference of 9. So 0.36 at fourth column. Quickly check 0.36. So it is 2312 and mean difference 9 is 5. So 5 will be added. I will get 2317. So what I'll write here is 2.37317. Why have I put one place of decimal? It is always like this. Put the decimal after one place. This is 0 now. So 0 plus 1 is 1. Right now, my answer is 23.17. After multiplying by 10, I will get 23.17. I hope that is clear. Now let's take up the next one. Here I can see log x is equal to 2.5179. So again x will be equal to NT log 2.5179. So this will give me NT log of 2 multiply NT log of 0.75179. So NT log of 2 is 10 ka square, and I look at the NT log table, 51 in the 7th column, 0.51 in the 7th column. So 0.51 in the 7th column is 3289. 3289 plus 9th 7. So 3289 plus 7. What will it give me? 3.297. Sorry, 8. So my answer will be 329.8. I hope the question makes sense. Now the question and the problem comes when it is in a negative sign. How do we solve this? To solve this, the process stands same. For this part, I will write x is equal to NT log of minus 2.4567. Now, which number will I add to make it a positive number? So, minus 2.4567 plus 3 minus 3 can be done to make it positive. Right? I will now solve these two so that it converts positive. So, NT log of minus 3 multiply NT log of, what do I get after solving this? Tell me quickly. It will be 0.3345. Right? So this is 0.5433. Now 10 to the power minus 3 multiply, looking at the table, 0.54 in the third column. So 0.54 in the third column is 3491, and then 3 ka mean difference. So 2. 3491 plus 2. So what will it be? 3.493. And it is minus ka sign. So what will it give me? 0.003493 is my answer. I hope it is clear. It is little different. I repeat the process again. Whenever you find there is minus ka number, I'll add and subtract the next digit so that I can make this number positive by solving these two, and this will be split here. So this will be solved and you will do the same process again. Right? Just find out this question. I'll post the answer for your reference. Try doing this. Let's quickly discuss which number you will add here while doing plus 5 minus 5. Right? To make it positive, I'll add 5, I'll subtract 5. Try doing this question. Now, I may have the question like this where it seems obviously you cannot solve it directly. We use log table to evaluate such questions. Let's do it. The very first thing is assuming this as x. Right? Now, taking log both sides. I can take the log both sides. When I take the log both sides, what do I get? Log x is equal to log of the whole question. Now, this is multiplication, and this is in division. So, I can split the question as 364 का cube plus log of 49.76 to the power 1 by 2 minus log of 83.45 to the power 1 by 3. Now, this can further be written as log 5.364 plus half log 49.76 minus 1 by 3 log of 83.45. Now, what we will do is 3 log ka value. Now, I can see one digit, so characteristic will be 0.53. Sixth column, mean difference 4. So, 53 at 6th column is 7292. Mean difference 4 का value is 3. So, 7292 plus 3 will give me 7295 plus half. Again, I can see 2 digits minus 1. So, 1.49 at the 7th column. So, 49 at the 7th column is 6964 plus value in the mean difference column 6 is 5. So, 6964 plus 5 will be 6969 minus 1 by 3. Again 2 digits, so characteristic will be 1 and 83 in the 4th column, mean difference 5. So, 83 in the 4th column, 9212, mean difference 5 column is 3. So, 9212 plus 3 will be 9215. Please refer the log table for the value. Now, multiplying this by 3. So, it will be 2.1885 plus divide by 2 will be 0.8484. There will be one more digit 5. We can avoid it also or we can use it also. That's up to us. Now, divide by 3 will be 0.6405. Oh, we have already divided. So, divide by 3 is not to be written. So, it will be 0.6405. Now, adding the 2, subtracting this, it will give me 2.3964. Now, log x is equal to this. So, what will be x equal to? Antilog 2.3964. What will it be? We have just learned how to do it. So, it will be antilog of 2 multiply antilog of 0.3964. Now, finding out the value, This is 10 square. Multiply 0.39 in the sixth column. 0.39 in the sixth column is 2489. So 2489, and fourth column is 2. So it will be 2491. So 2.491. When I multiply by 100, the answer is 249.1 is my final answer. So it is not difficult. I may repeat it once for you. So what we have done is we have taken this equal to x first. Then multiply is written into the plus ka, and the division wala is written as minus ka. Applied the rule, taking out the power ahead, right, so that we can find out the values. So find this, we have just learned before. Find the value of logs. These are the value of logs using log tables. Multiplying by 3, divide by 2, divide by 3 is give me one value here. Now this is all log x. So x, we have to find the value of x basically. So x will be anti-log of this. And we have already learned how to find out anti-log. Use the same process and find the final answer. I hope finding logs and anti-logs are clear enough. By this video, you should learn how to find log anti-log. It is a very important calculating tool. For any queries, you may comment. See you in the next video. We'll share, if you want some reference notes or the practice, please comment. I'll share with you. Bye bye. Have a good day.